Your film's in the can. It's now just a string of ones and zeros on a DVD. How do you digitally distribute your masterpiece out into the world? Hi, I'm Hannah Tiffin. Join me at Film Live for an in-depth look at how digital pioneers are using the internet and digital technology to market, distribute and sell their work.
The internet, I think for the first time in the history of the world, has put the means of production and distribution in an enormous number of hands because the costs have come down and there is now a mechanism for reaching audiences.
Each year, or this last year, over 13,000 films were produced in the United States alone, of which less than 1% find distribution. So there's a lot of films out there that are looking to be discovered.
You're crazy not to be thinking now about learning about and understanding every element of digital production and digital distribution and beginning to look at the opportunities and the way that digital is going to make you think.
Webisodes, cut your film up into little pieces, start building your audience and your fan base early on so that you already have people who are passionate and care about your film and can share it with others, so that by the time you actually finish shooting your film and you're ready to distribute it, you have an audience in place that's starving and hungry and wants to see it and support you.
So if you know we're moving towards a more audience-centric society, and if you know that probably the only chance you've got of going out to a very big audience is through the web or through some kind of multimedia platform, then why wouldn't you do it? I think you'd be insane not to.
Today's panel was also a lot about finding your audience online, which is the challenge that every filmmaker faces. You spent a long time and a lot of effort to make your feature film. You have to then kind of take responsibility and work with others to get it out there and to get people to find your film in what is essentially a mass of content online.
What I think is important to understand is that it's not a question of either or an old world and a new world, but now we're in a period of transition and there are a lot of more possibilities out there to raise money through crowdfunding or possibilities like this, or also to market your films, especially if you have a smaller documentary, if you have a film about a social topic or whatever. It's very easy now to create a community and create an awareness for your film. I think that's a lot of possibilities in the end.
Join us after the break for a rare and expert glimpse for anyone interested in staying up to date with the latest media developments into a digital frontier.
One of the most successful tools I've found with some of the filmmakers I've been working with is to try and get your film reviewed by blog sites, film review websites, so that then you kind of build up some interest. You can then use the link to the review to tell other people, check out this film, have a read about it.
Use the platforms that are existing to inform yourself about what is existing, to contact the festivals that are also becoming more and more active with VOD and who can introduce you to the right people.
Events like the Tales from the Digital Frontier are very inspiring here because they are dealing with people who are finding innovative ways to find their audience and to get their content online, working very much out of the traditional system. So I think that is the thing that filmmakers should look for, is ways in which they can speak directly to their audience and just kind of have that confidence that they can do it.
So my advice to a young filmmaker, or to any filmmaker, go to festivals, go to as many as you can, because you're going to build an audience. When you're at the festival, have a clipboard. Collect people's emails. You have an audience that is paid to be there. You could collect anywhere from 400 to 1,000 emails.
Find often online, you need to look at the niche for the film, find your audience. So perhaps it's a particular genre film, or perhaps there's an interesting story about how the film was made, or one of the actors in the film that you can really extract to kind of market and build a buzz for a movie in the way that film distributors for cinema often do with stories in the newspapers, but we're kind of doing it on a very guerrilla, viral, low-budget way online.
You are a small film and you're trying to reach an audience through the conventional theatrical route. it's probably as hard as it's ever been. Of course, it's always been very difficult.
I think that you have to find your selling points within your film to draw an audience so that people actually want to share the news of your film with other people and talk about your film, albeit online in a virtual environment.
Catch our 12-day coverage of the 63rd Edinburgh International Film Festival on Film Live TV, Daily Motion and iTunes. Thank you for watching. I'm Hannah Tiffin for Film Live.